For the day. First of all, I feel like I should start with what's going on. I feel like a lot of people have an idea of what's been happening lately, um, but combination of like it's this time of the year where my head tends to be a little bit more problematic. Spending all that time for the hardcore, like super focused on what I was doing. Um, it's like a lot of things all coming together. A lot of like because of the time that I spent on the hardcore, I didn't spend with my family, so now I feel like a little extra family time, stuff like that. It all adds up to where I guess we're just gonna call it burnout. A little bit on the burnt out side, not outrageous, but a little bit. Um, so yeah, we're just kind of looking at some stuff, seeing what's going on, seeing what we can do. Orchard Slayers, gross. On the plus side, it doesn't look like there's very much going on quest-wise, so I'll just put up an LFM, Reaper, Arc, question mark, Giant Holds, Madstone, and Pop areas. Alright. Honestly, I'll go to 30. And honestly, I'll go down to 20. I really don't care. Most of Pop is not a big deal. Or most of Giant Hold's not a big deal. So anyway, with those things in mind, we're kind of looking for the notion, the idea, the whatever, is that we're trying to have a little bit more fun, a little bit more relaxed nature of the beast, I think. And try to just, before this was your job, right? Before you were focusing on getting the hardcore done, or before you were focusing on making X number of dollars a month or whatever, this was the escape, right? This was the place that I would go to take my mind off of the pain and the various other problems. So we just need to have fun again. Make this the place that we're interested in hanging out in. Alright, so we're going to do Giant Hold. Talab will be joining us at some point. Hopefully we'll get some people to join us at some point. And then I think I'm going to go start the most difficult / painful one now. Just go get it done. See if we get any takers. Alright, so Madstone would be level 13, 14. Come on, guys. Hey, if you hurry into the John Hole Explorer area, there's a red named giant here that wants to be murdered.
Oh, I'm in the group right now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Let me go start
doing giant holes myself.
Ooh, our butt.
Kind of. I'm down for druids after this, though, if you're interested.
I don't know what I'm down for. I feel like if I wasn't going to help you with this and Giant Hold, I should have just went and did Chain 1. I might do that.
Go do Chain 1. I am level 27 already, so.
Yeah, I am too.
Alright?
Yeah. I specifically was doing some of this stuff because you mentioned that you needed it yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it this morning, sorry. Not bad.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. go jump in this White Plume Mountain, but it looks like this guy only wants to take level 29s and 30s. Hey Smash, what's up, buddy?
I mean, he's one of the Chinese guys. He's very, if you just like send a tell, he's very likely to just like.
I think I'll try to knock out this chain 1 stuff really quick.
Okay.
Just relax and try to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Tabrell is down for some like R6-ish Ravenloft tonight. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what he's in the mood for.
I imagine he'd be down for some R6 Ravenloft. Especially since he's got basically all of his legendaries still.
Alright. Prepare to die. Show me your kidneys. I got a little bit of sneak attack dice. Not as much as I would like, but a little bit. A couple 100 points.
Well, there's ways to fix that.
Well, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because I'm usually... I tend not to be super solo, so I tend to have all the aggro anyway.
Right.
Come here. Get out here. Not ready for what's her face again. Any other targetable drow right here? Yeah, no, I kind of figured just rushing through these would probably be worth, even with a little bit of an XP ding compared to some bigger things. Get the saga ready so I don't have to worry about it again. Although, I suppose turning around and doing this saga and stuff, Life 2 would be okay, but it's not what I'm really about.
Yeah.
Not much, just chilling till I leave or time to do your personal stream. Well, I don't know how late I'm going to be here today, but a couple hours at least, I think. Probably till 1 or 2.
Yeah, this morning I jumped on, cleaned up the rest of my Slayers, did some various things. I don't know, not anything, you know, exciting.
Yeah. Just stabbing.
Pull the stream up.
Yeah. Just gotta get stabbing.
Blast. You're supposed to go in and start blasting.
No blasting on this life, unfortunate. This life really is all about the stabs. Yeah, I felt like doing a stabby life or a slashy life. Which Reaper was that?
I don't know, some of the Epic Destiny stuff, I hear Caster Druid might be like a thing.
Yeah, that's what Tobrel keeps trying to say too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I heard it from. He said it's Tobrel saying it might be a thing.
No.
Tobrel's usually pretty good about predicting meta though, so.
I don't know, I don't think it's probably going to be that crazy.
You don't think so, huh?
No, I think that it's good that there will be... I'm glad that certain things are getting looked at and getting improved, but just because something is improved upon where it's at now doesn't mean it's good enough to do things. I don't think Druid spellcasting is there. And I like Druid spellcasting. I mean, there might be some stuff coming down the pipe that could change it, but again, I think you're taking something and making it slightly better is not going to be enough.
I don't know.
I don't either. I could be perfectly willing to be wrong. My next build is an AC build going either Fighter Pally or Barbarian Bard Fighter.
Have fun with that.
Why? I mean, unless you're just looking for a change of pace to challenge yourself, which I can understand and respect, but I just... It's not like it used to be where AC is great. Like, AC is fine, but it's not like it used to be.
You can hit a good AC, but the problem is that you have to go pretty deep into it, and then at that point it's miserable to level up because you don't really do anything.
But I just mean that the bad guys, they're going to hit you anyhow. I feel like you're going to get to the point where you can get like an 80 or even a 90% damage or hit reduction or whatever. That doesn't mean that you won't take damage, because obviously something can hit you and then it can be reduced by your PRR, which is probably going to be great if you're AC build, etc. But I don't know. I don't like that style. I'd rather it'd be harder to get to the highest peaks, but you just don't get hit. Like, if I'm gonna specialize in that, then I want it to be worth it. I don't want anything to hit me ever.
If you have all the lives, then like you can get to pretty close to unhittable if you have all the lives.
Yeah.
It gets really close to basically invincible.
Yeah, I've had some super high armor class numbers in the semi-recent years, and then I just go to Waterworks and just stand there, and when kobolds and Waterworks can hit you, I don't give a crap about how big your armor class is. At least that's how I feel about it personally.
That being said, they are pretty necessary in some of the raids, though. AC tanks are necessary. Some of the raids.
You had a 42 armor class at level 7.
Raids like VOD, you know, they just don't care.
I don't know. I'm not really interested in the notion of dusting off Tank Sam and trying to make him into a tank on live, but I doubt it.
Might be fun. You never know.
I feel like the world that he was built for and designed for, or whatever, like, it'd be fine if I was going to sit around and take that character and, like, Reaper tank with it nonstop. But it's on a character that currently doesn't need that kind of attention or love. I don't think I'd raid tank, though. I'm not as into raids as I probably should be. Could be again at some point.
Definitely a true statement.
I'm just not that into raids.
I make an effort every life to like stick around for usually 2 raid nights,
Yeah.
if not more.
I should, just because I think a lot of viewers come from people who do the raids and stuff. It's just not a thing that I enjoy. I don't mind doing a couple of them, depending on who's with me, but I don't know. It's not my usual bag, I guess. Kobold is not happy with some of my life choices, apparently. Apparently, those life decisions involve taking negative levels. Since my pot is on cooldown for another 20 seconds. I guess this is the life that I should be eating all those pots in the various banks, huh? Four negative levels. 5 negative levels. Please don't run away. 6 negative levels. Alright, well we can fix our negative levels and take a death ward now, so I guess we'll do that. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? See if this guy will hold still long enough to get beaten. Huh, are we bypassing this guy's DR because we're Shadow Blades? Maybe. There's definitely a +1 for Shadow Blade. I don't know. I also think I was kind of excited for this two-headed giant thing over the weekend. No, don't know if it's gonna come together.
No.
Yeah, well, no one does. That's the problem. We'll have to see how people feel about coming out to a Saturday tournament. Again, just because Hutch got like 50-some people.
They ever changed that ridiculous ban list, or is it still like...
It's going to be the same for this one, and then I'm putting together a committee to basically work on the next one.
Okay.
And I think beef is going to be my input for it. Again, the tough part is two-headed giant stuff is where things get a little weird. Like,
the reason you can't errata cards.
Yeah, but it's just easier to just get rid of them. Again, for the first one, it's better to like, okay, this was a problem. This is a problem. I don't know. But like, I understand, like, I really wanted to take some extra turns. But that's way strong.
That's kind of the point. They're always strong.
Well, but that's part of the point is that there's a great deal of unbalance in that way. That means that you're literally forcing someone to just play nothing but control to stop the other guy's control / time counter spells or time walks or whatever, and then the other guy just gets to do whatever they feel like. And that's not any more fun than having a bad ban list. So like trying to make it where there's the most amount of people having fun is not always doesn't always line up to the most obvious way to do things. And again, I think this ban list, I'm going to take a look at it. We're going to find some things that got missed and we'll probably add to. And there could even, I can see potentially a couple of things coming off, but I think for the most part, it's probably a fine place to start.
Alright, I am done with that group.
Okay, well I will be done with this quest in like another minute probably.
Okay. I've got the Crucible side left to do, and I would have Saga again.
Okay, well I did that side.
Did you?
Yeah. That's the side that I've done. I was doing the other side that you needed help with yesterday.
Well, then I guess we can do something else then.
Okay. Apparently this caster's actually what's getting problems. I would assume it was this Dark Incanter, but it did not seem to be what was dealing damage to us. Mine is a little bit, I guess.
Now I need Druid Chain, I need Stormhorns, other than the last one that we did last night. And I need the Well quest and the one out in Shinwen. The one I always have trouble finding.
Shing-a-ding-a-dong.
Well, the one
The
that's
Belly of the
Underdark,
Beast,
it's not, yeah, that one. I never freaking find that quest.
You go in the back door and you kind of run around and make some jumps. It's not that hard from the back door, I guess. Alright. Through King's Forest.
So I did
What else is happening?
did all of my dailies for Magic and the FNM thing in about half an hour this morning.
Oh, nice. I haven't even looked. I probably should have started with it instead, but
Because I used I used the FNM thing to do my dailies.
That's
And
what
the
I try to
FNM
do.
thing today it's called No Limits, and what it is you can have 30 fervent champions if you wanted in your deck, right? It's a minimum of 40 cards, and it's like you can have any number you want, right? So I just played a deck that was just all medley mages, all name a card, exile all that card. It was basically easy wins. You have no idea how many times I just like drop medley mage and they just concede, Well, I can't play anymore, so, good game.
yeah.
Also played, before I did that deck, I played, it was like 30, it was like 8 swamps, 30 dark rituals, like 1
Hey,
tendrils
Thakar.
and one peer into abyss or something like that. It was some weird number of like dark rituals.
Did you already do
Abyss,
High
Tendrils
Road?
of Agony. I did that this morning.
Let's do this well, I guess. I don't know, this is one of the ones that you said. We could do the well.
I just took 28, so I don't know if we can do it on Reaper.
Oh, never mind, I can't even do the well.
You can't do the well either?
No, I have to...
because you have to do...
I have to
chain
finish
one still?
chain 1, I guess.
Okay.
I'm 27, but it looks like... I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing, to be honest. I kind of had a plan to go and, like, my mission was to go and do Giant Hold, and I thought, oh, we can just go do, like, Group 3, Group 4 Giant Hold, and it'll be a fun afternoon, but somebody already did the giant hole that I had planned to do.
My bad. We can go do our 3 or 4 druids.
I hate that fucking chain. That chain is garbage.
Part of the saga, though.
I don't care. Chain is garbage.
Big saga, actually.
Garbage.
Okay.
I mean, if there's nothing else and that gets everyone together, we'll do it. It just means that it's garbage.
Necro 4, flagging for Mark of Death.
I don't mind Necro. I don't mind that. I don't mind something else that I was looking at. I don't mind Stormhorns either. Be fine. I was gonna suggest Delira's, but
either one of those. I haven't done Delira's yet either. There's lots I can do.
Yeah. The problem with Delira's is I just have a pokey stick, so it's a lot of. I have a hard time killing monsters in there.
Only had somebody that literally throws napalm.
Although I suppose I could use the Celestia, it'd probably be fine. Yeah, let's do that one then. Let's save a spot for. Alright, change my mind. We're gonna go do Delira's. Oh boy. See, this is my problem. It's the herding of the cats, I think. It's like figuring out what to do next. It's like, as opposed to what I have been doing so much of, the goal-oriented, alright, let's look at what we need to do, bam, let's go do it, you know, stuff like that. Hey, Sabroth wants in. What's up, buddy? It's been a minute. Oh, almost jumped over it. Almost.
More importantly, this means that you get 6 new clubs as Holy Flame.
Oh, even better.
Assuming that we get a full party. Almost time for another let me throw that away for you series, huh?
Maybe. I don't know. It turns out to do the shorts, you have to upload them from your phone. Or at least the way that I have shorts set up for. So I would have to, like...
download it on your computer, put it onto your phone.
Well, I have to record it, and then I have to move it to my phone, and then I can move it to YouTube from my phone.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of hassle. Thakar, how we doing? Doing Delirious.
Alright, I'm gonna make some coffee real quick. Be right back.
Sure. Oh, man. It's been a long day. Is anything kind of exciting going on? Oh, it's No Limit Historic even. Mono Pack Rat and Dark Rituals don't sound bad. watching one of these knife cutting videos for a knife sharpener kit that they're trying to sell, and they're showing you the. I would love to. I need to just pull the trigger on the one. Love to get my knives that sharp. What else is going on? Anything else fun and exciting happening at the moment? Chat, you guys have anything? Also, if anyone happens to be level appropriate on Sarlona, and the level range is 20 to 30. Alright, well, I think someone took an AFK. But Nim was the last person we were waiting for, so. Hey, welcome. With the full group, I don't mind going a little bit higher. If people are into a little bit higher. If not, we can just do the 4 that I mentioned for speed. Let's see, we have at least one person knows how to use a hammer. That's good. That'll be helpful. There we have some double crossbows. Pew pew pew. Alright, well good. No one said anything, so we're gonna start with 4. Alright, I'm gonna step in on R4. Yeah, no worries, mate. All right.
Dang, look at you filling up a group.
I know. It does happen. This is a short sword, right? I'm not crazy. This looks long. Short sword light. Okay. Bam, bam, da, 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 da.
Holy symbols of the sovereign host adorn the walls around
Okay. No worries. I guess we don't have a proper healer, do we? Maybe I'm the proper healer? Some alchemists. A couple alchemists can throw heals. Alright. Let's kind of smash through. You. Yeah, I usually skip this.
That's good to have a shrine.
Huh?
That's good to have a shrine open just in case.
Yeah, it's fine. Because because I usually skip it doesn't mean that it's correct. What? Oh, I did, okay. How are people at avoiding the bones in this quest? Should we just break them on purpose, or can we play the dodge game?
I mean, you played this one before. Oh, what the hell?
Looks like you ran out of hit points.
I got stunned by the ghouls, I think.
Are you all the way back to the beginning?
No.
There's a famous Reaper back here. You know why this happened, right? Why you just got murdered right there? Because you typed in that everyone send me the Silver Club playing things.
I got that in the beginning of the question.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got. It took it a minute to catch up to you, but it got you.
No proof of that. No proof of that.
I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, I'm no scientist, but that's the lie I'm going to tell everybody. That's what I heard. Did you or did you not just hear that?
I know, Strimtom got Fox News the other day. It was great.
Yeah, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
He was talking about the update and like going into like the numbers on like on the nerf, quote unquote nerf, right? And he was like mocking people. He's like, man, Melee's getting nerfed less than casters. Man. I hate all this. And like they clipped just that part instead of like his entire statement on like it made sense.
Yeah, you gotta. Alright, so one more time. Can people avoid bones, or do I need to just plan on clearing everything? If I don't hear an answer, we're just gonna clear the whole way.
You've run this with me before, right?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I 100% cannot.
Okay.
For some reason.
Is a slightly different path happening? There's a split. I guess somebody really wants to go get this treasure. Get things I usually skip, but who cares? Having fun. So somebody like posted his clip saying that it's all going to be terrible. Is that what you're saying?
So he was talking about how it's that melees and casters got hit the same number, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's just more apparent on casters because there's less things that got hit, right? So it's more apparent that casters got hit where melees got hit just differently, right?
Right.
And he's going through the math on it, and somebody clipped him basically like kind of being like, you know, mockingly like, you know, oh, melees are nerfed more than casters, you know, and so it made him look like he was one of the people that was saying that when he really wasn't, you know.
Oh. I don't know how that's Fox News, but okay. I thought perhaps he just got on a local affiliate or something.
Well, I'm saying Fox News because that's how, like, that's kind of the reputation that people like to give Fox News.
Okay. I don't know. I get my news from everywhere, so I guess
I do too.
I just accept all news is going to be full of crap.
I do too.
You notice a note on the floor near an angled body.
Alright, loot your chest, and we'll just go. Alright, well, someone finished it, so I'm leaving. Phew. Out. Yeah, no, I suspect that casters are going to end up seeing a little bit of a extra nerf after the pass. Just why I was kind of asking earlier if it seemed like DC spellcasting was in such a good spot that it needed a big nerf. I don't think it is, but
No.
it's what it kind of feels like some of the changes are coming down are like. But it's possible that with the squish it'll be fine. I don't know.
I have a feeling that there's some biasness going on with SSG.
Well, it happens.
Like, I feel like SSG is more melee players, and they're nerfing casters harder than melee players, just in general.
I don't know about that. Seems a little... I mean, there could be some people, like, somebody might have a little bit of a preference, and it certainly could help color some opinions, but I don't know if it's that bad. Oops. That was too early. Alright. Oh, thanks. There you go. Alright. Throw that away for you, it's fine. Alright.
You watch, one day they're gonna make that into something super awesome, and you're gonna regret throwing all those away. You watch.
If only there was some way that I could get more of them, I guess.
Nope. They're gonna be super rare drops.
Yeah. Well, I guess like everyone else, I'll just have to learn to live without. I do like the idea of this build so much, though.
Good old Sam, double plague reapers, just, you know.
Whatever. It's just another Friday, bro.
Oh look, another one.
Yeah, it's just another Friday.
Sam. I mean, shoot, Sam.
What? Like, there are Reapers everywhere, man. It's part of the...
Yeah.
You know who doesn't complain about the number of Reapers that I have in a party?
Nobody.
Thothgar. Thothgar ain't complained. He ain't even noticed.
Dar's just happy to be around. Yeah.
I did break down and back double points though, finally. I got tired of being broke.
Well, it is bonus points, so it's a good time to buy points. Are we doing optionals? Or
I'm not.
blazing this?
I mean,
There's
we
a
could
lot of
we could
XP
take a
guys.
team and do it though, I guess. All right,
That's
I'll
nice.
go swim. You pull the lever, and you can come down with me.
Okay, it's just a lot of XP to miss is all.
That's fine. Are you pulling levers?
Hey, someone go pull that lever on the other side.
Like over here drowning.
What up?
What's up?
Everything above eye level?
I need yours one more time. A again. All right. What's up, buddy?
Morning. Not much. You guys playing? What level?
We're in a full group doing level 27.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. I'm just gonna finish some hardcore up before it's over.
Sounds good.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe. Maybe good.
Tired,
Yeah.
tired.
So did you order our tickets for that concert in Missouri and your plane ticket?
Will not be there. Can't be there. It's my sister's birthday weekend.
What?
I knew there was something happening. I just couldn't remember what it was. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Have you thought about buying your sister a plane ticket and a concert ticket as well?
Yeah, I don't think Scott would. I mean, Sam would like that.
Your sister? I'm sure we get
Yeah.
along for a day.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Well, I'm
Yeah.
probably super dead,
I
right?
mean, Samus might be a really good birthday present for her. I'm just saying.
That'd be great. She'd be like, you must address me as Captain Non-Binary. Or I
Alright.
can't be in your presence. Jeez,
Alright. Well, I mean, I don't mind whatever name you want to go by. Fine. El Capitan.
$20 is $20, you know.
That's true.
Sam, did you just spawn like 4 Reapers?
Oh, probably. Like, is there an opportunity for me to
I think
spawn
you
a bunch of Reapers?
seriously did just spawn like 4 freaking Reapers, man.
So we're at six,
Oh my God.
6 so far. Were there some that I didn't see?
Oh my god.
What?
That's 6? That's it?
There's 7, 8. No, those aren't race. Or those are race, not Reapers.
Okay, maybe that's what I saw.
So
was
just
straight, okay.
6 so far this
Just
quest
6.
that I've seen.
Okay. And we're not even like halfway in yet.
Yeah, it's just a normal quest. It's just Friday. Is
I
this?
believe it's Friday.
Oh, I could run out of hit points here.
Ready for this.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to get on your PP.
I see you.
I'm on your PP. Here,
All right.
hold that.
Try not to get murdered. Oh. Never mind.
So in my static group, I'm the only one alive in hardcore.
That's a bummer.
So I have to do the rest of myself. I'm level 17.
Oh. It's not bad. What you racing to 20?
Yeah, I just want to get to 20.
Should be,
Because all
able,
of your hardcore never made it nothing. So I'm like, okay.
should be able to make it to 20.
Yeah, I'm doing giant hold now. I think there's Foundation, Crucible, and another one. I'll just skip 2 of them and we'll shard the VIP. But
Next is gonna be like the Dom goal. You gotta get your wings on hardcore.
Oh God.
Reaper
Someone-
wings.
Somebody's
is that
already.
possible?
Dom did it.
Dom just did it.
He-
He got his Reaper wings on hardcore.
Yeah. It's
What,
a lot.
was it Reaper 5 or higher probably, you think?
No, I
He was
think
doing
just
lots of
doing
stuff.
R1s.
No, he
Oh
wasn't.
wow.
No, he wasn't. He was doing 4s with us earlier. Or,
Okay,
and
whatever.
6s.
4.
Is that the
and
Dom that
6s.
we can't find, Dom? He's back?
No.
Oh,
That's the other Dom.
okay.
No.
That is a seriously impressive thing to do, though. I'm like.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was your
seriously
goal,
impressed.
you could do it. It's a lot of work, but if that's your goal, you can make it happen. And I certainly think there, like I said, there's a lot of pots involved. I think there was lots of really maximizing certain quests. I don't know. I always threaten that there's a window in heroics where you can get, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but you can get like over 1,000 Reaper experience doing like R4s really easily, like especially in what is that quest chain called?
Did we just like give up on these optionals or something?
I actually completely forgot there was an optional over there. Turn around and come back.
Okay.
I just forgot. I was doing the quest. That and maybe you're here. I don't know. But I think if that was your goal and you planned on it to start with, you could plot it out. Clearly you can. Just a lot of sticking with it. Staying alive. I mean, you probably start with ones where you need to, right? And again, you like power to 20 right away, and you grind your gear on hards and normals or whatever.
I mean, I think you get to 30 as quick as you can. Get your gear at 30. Do all your legendaries.
Well, I think there's.
Legendaries on like R4.
Well, I
fine.
think there's a matter of working into things. And again, he was doing a sword and board paladin. I felt like he was hard to kill.
Oh, the one that no many people don't like. He did it, huh?
It's hard to kill.
And the only people that don't really like sword and board paladins is Sabrel.
I am not a huge fan. But that's because I feel like it takes a long time to do the quest. And I spend most of my time soloing quests.
Right.
So, like, when I'm trying to do something, I generally have to do it from a position of on my own. So it's a different way of looking at the world. Where on the hardcore, you're more incentivized to be in a group, you're more incentivized to prioritize staying alive over killing the monster. So it makes a lot more sense over there. I don't know. Like to assemble some sort of team for next time. Like, I think Pip and I did a great job. We did a good core. But I'd like to get a couple more people for that first week so I can just, like, really kind of push hard.
I think you burned yourself out on it, man.
I feel like the quicker I do it, like, this year was the first year that I decided to go for, like, more goals, right? Is everyone ready for voices?
Yeah. Ooh, I got the hand wraps. Sweet.
You have recovered jailed journal, which describes the last moments in the church's investigation.
Favor, I have 1439.
No, that's not bad. Just gotta stay alive. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm gonna go do Lord of the Dust, at least the first one.
Get in
Good
if you
on
can.
R4.
If you can find a group that's a play style that you like, then
So there's somebody doing the detour chain, but I can't get there yet. Well, I can't get there, I guess, with the Forgotten Realms, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you have to log out and log back in the place. Which could be worth it. And get a chain done.
Let's repair real quick.
That'd be sharp. Put Elephant on for Sharn, huh? I'm 17.
You could.
I would probably not try going into Sharn until you're 19. Jump in something. Alright, is this not a run back out one? Alright, never mind. I can never remember which one of these you have to run back out and talk to a guy, and which ones you can just turn around and walk back in. This must be a walk back in one. Dragon Man is trending on Twitter. What do you think this is?
No idea.
Chinese researchers unveil an ancient skull that could belong to a completely new species of human. Yet another species of human in another relatively isolated area of the world.
It's probably an alien.
Personally, this is my thinking, for those of you who are kind of interested in the general idea, is that, let's pretend, right, Talab, you are a pretty powerful species, right? We're Earthlings.
You have to pretend about that.
Perfectly, pretty strong, right? So then we end up on a new planet, right? And like, let's pretend there's some resources that you want to gather, like gold, right? Because that's typically what the ancient stories say that our gods were interested in, right? We're gold. So you go to this planet, and it's not like the most advantageous for you to be mining this gold yourself, right? So you're gonna look for assistance, right? And in this case, you find this planet already has a relatively... Whoa! Got triple tapped by that ghost skeleton. And they have an animal on this planet that's already kind of smart. With a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of breeding, we could do that, right? So we snatch up a group of these animals, we move them to different areas of the country, and we start experimenting with what makes the best worker. What's smart, agile, a little bit docile, to the point where you don't have to worry about like guards or enslaving and things like that. And you find you have like 6 or 7 different groups you're experimenting with over a couple hundred years, a couple thousand years. Let's pretend, and then the next thing you know, you're like, all right, we found the one we want, right? So now what do you do with the rest of these people? You don't want to keep the leftovers that you're not going to use, right? So you go and you kill them, and then you start spreading your chosen people around, right? Well, that's what happened to the fossil record. If you look at our fossil records, it's basically what happened. Out of nowhere, 5 or 6 different subsets of early humans all evolved together simultaneously across the globe.
There's some lag in here, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's real bad. And just randomly out of the blue, they all died. They all died within like 1,000 years of each other, which from an archaeological point of view is basically in a day, right? A couple thousand years is basically a day when you're trying to guess how old this bone is.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's basically what happened. So it makes more sense to me to look at that and go, okay, well, that makes the most sense. That we were genetically played with, probably as some sort of slave species. Probably to mine gold. That, again, that's kind of what the old stories tell us.
I feel like if there's some type of civilization that has come and done all that, gold is probably not what they're looking for.
Well, if you think about it, gold is like still probably the most conductive / important resource, right, for technology. We're getting better at doing some other stuff, but gold is still like the preferred metal for electronics and whatnot.
On our planet, yes, but who's to say that gold is just garbage to other
Well, it might be.
civilizations?
It totally could be. It could be that this is garbage, right? Gold is like, there's a metal that we haven't found yet, but we could make that guess, or we could theorize from the place of like, all right, well, if we can assume that a majority of planets that support life, because the only pattern that we currently have for life is here, and that the rules of physics as we understand them are relatively, secure rules, then it holds up that, we're probably still going to use electricity, or whoever, and electricity still goes through gold extremely well.
Because they've already talked about, they've already said, like, that gold probably isn't the best we can do. It's just we don't have the technology to go deep enough into our planet to get the metal that's going to do better.
Sure, but here's the
Because
problem with the idea of, like, if you're a long-lived species, right? Like, but you are putting together a much less lived slave species, essentially. Like, you're not going to have time for them to be able to dig super deep.
It's like, do you know how deep, like, we've actually gone in our planet? Like, do you know
We have gone deep enough now that we can't see the bottom of it in Russia. Russia is so deep, everything actually turns to liquefies before it hits the bottom.
I read an article that was talking about, like, we've gone 3% into our planet or something like that.
We're not very, like, proportionally we're not so deep, but from a practical standpoint, we've already, again, we cannot physically go much lower at the moment because of the hardness of the metal and stuff that we have. It just gets hot and melts.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We don't have the technology. That's what I was saying.
Right, which again means, if you think about it, as a species traveling around, went, oh, this place is rich in resources, has a potential life here that we could tweak a little bit to make a good species for, right? Until the planet reaches this percentage of stuff, and then we'll take off again and move on. Like, it could, to me, it makes a lot of sense. Is it perfect? Is it the most? No. But if someone could, like, scan the planet like Star Trek and go, okay, well, there's this much easy to get gold. We can hang out here for 4,000, 10,000 years, whatever. Oh, I'm probably dead. Yep. And have this species mine this much of the gold until we're ready to move on. And then they just kind of abandon. It doesn't seem like an unreasonable thing, right? Come in, set up some slaves, have them mine some gold, and then leave. Han Bear Arian. Thanks, mate. How many months is that? 3 months. Thank you for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate it. Am I saying that this is 100% the correct way? Like, the path, what happened? No. I'm just saying it makes a lot of sense to me based off the information that we see. I ran out of hit points. Not a fan. I don't know. What do you guys think? Aliens don't make enough sense to you guys?
I think they're out there somewhere.
Oh, you don't think they were here?
Could be.
Again, they're announcing they've discovered yet another early human. That was roughly in the early human time frame, which means now that there was 7 or 8 simultaneous early human species living together.
I don't know. I think if they are out there, I hope they don't ever find us, because if they do, it's going to be bad for us.
I suspect.
Maybe they know that we're around here. They can. Maybe they don't have the good technology.
Well, I suspect that.
That's what I'm saying. If they know, if they do find us and they are able to make it to us, it's going to be bad for us because we can't make it to them, so that obviously says that their technology is better than ours.
Yeah.
Therefore, we are severely outgunned.
But again, I suspect, and then this is just a hunch. This is how I view things. I suspect that there's probably like a big cedar race that just spreads out, cannibalizes what they want so they can keep moving. You know what I mean? I suspect that is probably the race that came through, helped us get where we are, and then got what they wanted from our planet and left. Now, whether one of the other child species comes up, right, and discovers us, it could be a different story. But I have the feeling that these, like, I don't want to assign malice to something, but I suspect it's a whole lot of get what we need and just ignore the rest of it, like they don't matter, except for slaves, you know. And I suspect that they've mined what they wanted to mine from our planet and they moved on. That would be how I would interpret the stuff that we do know that is factual. Now you could also just look at it like, all right, well, there was now 7 or 8 simultaneous human species that were evolving at the same time, and not that we have proof of an illness, but perhaps just an illness went through the communities and killed everybody. But it's really funny to me that the only groups of this early man that we have evidence was actually interacted with each other are Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. None of the other groups have ever, that we know of, touched. And as soon as interbreeding started between Neanderthals and Homo sapiens, magically within 1,000 years, everybody else was dead. Seems convenient to me. Seems like, hey, your science experiment has gotten it. You can go ahead. Go ahead, mate. Your science experiment got into my science experiment. Well, it's time to start this science experiment over again. But maybe I just look at the world through a special lens. So, V-Love, I saw a writing competition looking for the best short story that involves a heart-shaped locket and a dystopian future. Massive clap outbreak killed everyone. I mean, it could have been. But again, that doesn't explain how, like, the 2 different groups in Asia and the group in, was it South America? It's another, like, there's a bunch of groups that were really far apart. Even the clap doesn't explain, or an STD, or a black plague. Like, something had to come to ravish that. I don't know. I am certainly an ancient astronaut guy. Just makes the most sense to me. But anyway, that competition, V-Love, if you're, I think it's 20 large. I can see if I can find it again. Gotta be able to tell a little story about a locket in a dystopian future, right? Is this a song?
I don't know.
It's gotta be. So, like, you start off with this badass woman, right, who's, like, taking care of everything, staying alive, doing something crazy. Turns out that her locket's like the only memory of her now dead kids. I think you can make an interesting song there.
Possible.
Then you can get a twofer. You can sell the song and then you can win the contest.
I have time. I'm on that new Pixar project. 3 months early. I'm gonna play DDO. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really thought about it, but I could start a program. Beef like teased about it, where people send me their accounts and I go level their accounts for them.
Great.
I don't know what I would charge for such a thing.
60 cents an hour.
That does not sound correct.
Minimum wage in Kansas.
Say what?
What's minimum wage in Kansas?
I don't know at the moment. I think, like, the last job that I took was $15 an hour. That is what I've been making for a while. Before I gave myself a purposeful pay decrease.
Imagine you could probably do like $1 or $2 more than minimum wage.
Someone walked in and started that fight is what happened, okay. I don't know, imagine you get like 2 people who are interested in such a service and then you're just like power leveling somebody.
I'm definitely thinking about it. And then you fix their gear for them, get right stuff for them. My stuff's all.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it's against TOS.
Maybe.
I'm 90%
Maybe.
sure it's against TOS.
Really depends on how it's put together. Everything depends on how it's put together. I just want to hit the meld button and pull this lever. Is that fine? Okay, it's fine. Because, like, I feel like if there was a tier on my Patreon at, like, a set value, and one of the Patreon perks was grouping with me when you're offline, don't think that they would be able to say anything about that. I really don't. So, like, if I had a tier, let me just do some math here. It takes me, like, what? Roughly a week, so say 40 hours to take somebody to level, from level, let's say we're doing Iconics, right? Now, granted, I don't have the fastest method. I could speed it up with some time and practice. But let's pretend it takes 20 hours of play.
Can we get D-Door?
Yeah, we can get a D-Door. Except apparently he's out of range. He was who I was targeting last. So let's say 20 hours. Times 15. That's $300. I feel like $300 for somebody to get that perk of, like, once a month I'll bring you along for a life and you'll basically get a level. Or not a level, but a life.
I wouldn't pay $300.
You're basically already paying $300 now.
I am not.
Oh, very nearly almost, right? In the grand scheme of things, you're closer to $300 than $1 million.
I guess, but if, you know, like, $50 is your $300, then, you know, like, hey,
Pretty close.
You can pull my thing along for life then if you want.
Yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
It's
Just
close,
say-
right?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if
Yeah.
I
Well,
find
you can buy out of this box, right? So you kind of do it yourself for $50, but you have to throw out the bit at a time.
yeah,
I bought Autos boxes. I buy them almost every time they come out.
yeah, I haven't bought an
I'm
auto
fine with
boxes.
$50 in life, but I'm not okay with $300 in life.
Yeah, I think again the difference would be a matter of like coming
The
along.
way I look at it is that $50 also gives me some entertainment too.
That's true, but it does. Well, it would do the same thing here. Doesn't mean that you couldn't
Would it?
play your guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I feel like it would still be. Like you'd get all the other perks.
The Autos boxes will get you like 800 GDO points a month.
That's true. You don't get the favor on the way. Although I'd probably do, if I was going to do that, I would probably figure out a better path, and I would have like somebody that, kind of like what Tobrell has, somebody set up to just like wreck R1. Hey man, thanks a lot for coming on. Appreciate it. Like R1 of the two big chains and just be like, here you go. Now it's possible, thinking about it, it's possible that you could just do that for less. The 2 runs through the 2 chains and the 2 songs. I don't know how much that would add up to though.
You get all the essential gear for a particular build.
Well, assuming that it dropped.
Let's get it right.
What are we doing now?
I don't know. I was thinking about taking 28, and then I don't know. We could do.
I got like 47k, and I can put big boy gear back on.
Okay. How about? I kind of need a shroud flag. I haven't done that.
Yeah, but I prefer to do that on like higher Reaper with Bro.
I don't think those are like exceptionally good Reaper experience.
Yeah, they're legendaries.
Oh, I was looking at all legendaries, I guess. If we don't want to do legendary stuff, hey, what's up, Red? We've got, again, we still go back to Stormhorns. Promise
man,
of
you made
Fires
Red a
right here.
mod? You made Red a mod? Ew. Poor Red.
I guess. Yep. I feel like he was. How do people feel about a quick Promise of Fire and then maybe like
It's legendary too, isn't it?
no, Promise of Fire is 27. And then like Stormhorns.
Oh yeah, promises 27. Alright, that's fine.
I got some people telling me that they'd like to stay away from legendaries until they can get even bigger Reapers. Oh, alright. It's fine too. Alright, let's go do Promise.
Alright, I don't know that one like, at all, so.
It's fine. There's an R4 White Plume Mountain up. Instead, I don't.
That.
I would
That I
do
can
that
do.
some more.
That I can do. I've done White Plume already, so just any Reaper on that one's fine for me. Is that what you prefer?
Yeah, I'd like to get that gem.
Okay. Let's do it.
I was gonna tell that guy to join us.
Oh.
Gonna swap in.
You're swapping anyway?
To a different character, yeah,
Alright.
alright for that.
Well, then we'll just leave and I'll join him and then I'll tell him we need a slot. Hey man, I've got Talab coming in and then I've got one more on the way over. He's switching characters.
Cool.
Oh, I'm already hungry. This is nonsense.
I just had a snack, so I'm pretty good.
Well, I was doing pretty good about not being hungry and stuff in the morning, but
Wife bought these Ritz crackers, but they're garlic butter Ritz crackers. Oh, they're so good. Delicious.
eating lunch now, man.
Is that Tario we were waiting for?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess it is about lunchtime for him, isn't it?
Oh, crap.
It's coming up on 1.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
DDO with no leg coming back.
Okay. What do you want to do this feat?
Where we go, Ricky?
Grab 5 more double strike. That's probably correct. Mostly waiting for the first coat of paint to dry before you do a second pass. Well, that's good. Plenty of things to keep you busy.
What are you painting?
Red's been painting his house, man. Like crazy.
Okay.
Hmm, 34 double strike and a 43% attack speed bonus. Not in Reaper, not hasted. I don't know if I have any extra speed or anything in Reaper.
No, I don't think they do any of that.
And we're at 108 melee outside of Reaper. I don't know. There's some things that I'd like to figure out how to do. Obviously, nothing really matters until level 29, but it'd be nice to get that stuff up a little bit higher. I really like the idea of this build. I just need some tweaks. Is it just us right now? Nope, someone else isn't that good. Been knocking out a wall or 2 a day for the past couple of weeks. Almost done with the primary color, and then a couple of accent walls. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. I haven't spent any time on the bus this week that I should have definitely taken care of. Same kind of thing though. I've been burnt out on like life in general, not just DDO. I think that's what happens though when you're, again, I've just had like a big uptick in migraine stuff the last couple of weeks. I always do this time of year. Like you get the summer storms coming in, messing with the pressure nonstop, and then I'm already a heat and light sensitive person, so then you just like take and put you that time of the year where even more so. And it all just kind of like comes together into a giant mess.
I think you should do a bonus stream tomorrow and do some raids.
Well, since I'll be sitting at the arena working until I'm not sure how long, hopefully my working I'll be able to be playing, but
Usually it's 5 o'clock your time.
yeah, and then it's my 22nd or 23rd wedding anniversary tomorrow, so
You probably should figure out which year it is.
I figure if I just ignore it and I just say 20 plus years, dude, then the wife will either tell me or feel the same. No, I'm pretty sure it's 22.
Just use your kid's age, aren't you?
Well, right. So we were preggers with Remy when we moved the wedding up. So he's 21, and we're like 6 or 7 months ahead of him. So it's 22, I think.
There you go.
Congrats. Thanks, man. Circle. Circle. Time to get her done. Get her done, mate.
Oh man, I'm so close to being able to do real damage.
Alright, guys, you guys have to go out of here.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Good night.
Take it easy, man.
Another circle. And a whole bunch of ghostesses.
See, I don't know. Rhett could be like listening to you like a podcast while he's painting, but
I'm sure he's going to leave the computer up. He just might be in a different room.
it's just his turn.
Although he could totally put the
Circle.
he could totally put the stream on his phone and
Yeah, I'm telling you.
carry it around.
Of course, he's probably got other stuff playing on his phone, you know,
Yeah.
naughty stuff.
Oh, by painting with the kids?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize Rhett was so European.
He's very modern. Very progressive, you know.
Circle, by the way. That was a circle, by the way. It turns out when you stand in a circle, just, you know, just for those of you.
I'm about to open the chest, just so.
I saw, I was paying attention. Just so you guys know, if you're not currently a soul stone and you stand inside of a circle, you can get upgraded into a soul stone by standing inside of a circle. You know, you don't take damage while you're in soulstone form.
That's true as well.
I'm just saying. There are all sorts of reasons to take this upgrade.
I don't know
Wow.
what it is today, but I got to turn my brightness down. Concussion.
You got a what?
Turn the brightness down.
Oh, I feel like that every day.
And if you have his brightness down at 1%, he'd still think it's
Pro-
bright.
Probably. I came in the other day. I was wearing my sunglasses and I played some DDO for Arena for like 2 hours with everything turned off and in the dark streaming mode, whatever you want to call it. And the wife's like, "Are you wearing your glasses while you're playing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess so." Took them off. I was like, "Oh my god, so bright."
No, there's a lot of people that actually wear their sunglasses while playing.
Oh man.
Or wear those, wear the blue light.
The blue
glasses.
blockers. Yeah, my next pair of glasses I think are going to be a higher quality pair of glasses with
Super dead here, right?
it's like way more blue light. No, you're fine.
Okay.
That's the werewolf, right? You pulled her out that hole.
I guess so. I didn't mean to, but I guess I did.
She'll be back. Somebody did anyway.
There we go. I got her.
Alright, who's the treasure chest tied to? Must be him.
Yeah.
Ooh, sentience experience, eh? Nice, man.
You got Celestial Beacon? Oh no, you got actual.
No, I got actual sentence XP.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lucky.
This is one of the quests that
Well, I got a
If I was
toolkit
gonna-
and some Reaper experience or Sentence XP.
oh, nice. If I was gonna spend a lot of time like in epics or whatever, I feel like this would be one of the quest areas that I would like. Every time I see this thing, I'm like, oh, I could use some of that. It's amazing how much it helps. I got Welder's Eye, and I couldn't even look at a screen without blocking glasses on. Yeah, I've got these, which I use sometimes. I haven't used in a while. It was something I mostly used pre-migraine medication that actually, well, was working really nicely. Today, not so much. And I'm out of what was working the best. But, yeah, I like these. I could wear them more often, but I feel like I'm just going to get a prescription that I can just put on all the time. Like, I wanted to experiment with if I thought it would be a help. And I think I decided that it'd definitely be a help. Stay closer to me. I can't heal you far away. From back axe. You already got my one big super heal, so.
That was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I only got one of those, and I usually use it for me and Reapers, so.
He's selfish like that.
I am. I don't do that much DPS as a Soul Stone, it turns out.
Do that with CPS without Soul Stone either.
I do okay. I can clear through the monsters, clear through the quests. Might take me longer than other people, but
Don't worry,
considering-
Sam, I feel like this mood's waning, but it's still got a little bit of life in it.
your mood, oh, it's
Yeah,
fine. I'm not worried about it. I don't mind getting my balls busted a little bit. It's fine. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is with the exception of my weapon, everything is level. Oh wait, no, I upgraded to Boots of Tranquility a couple of days ago. But everything else is like still heroic level stuff.
So is mine.
Yeah. I feel like on a caster, it's less of a big deal than on a melee.
Maybe.
You know what sounds fun? I might take a life off just to do this. I think I might do a heroic, like, hand wrap monk life. It just sounds fun.
I've been thinking about that for a couple lives now,
I was
actually.
prepared to check out the little chopper weapon effect. But it's pretty cool. It's 75% reduction in movement speed permanently.
Yeah. Oh no, I just
Yeah, I've been considering it.
well, I feel like first of all we need to do this side first before everyone runs away. But so you don't get pincered. But I just feel like it's so well positioned on the hardcore, but I've never gotten around to actually doing one on the hardcore. Well, that's not true. I've occasionally splashed in and fiddled with it, like, but it's never been a main. I kind of wonder if I should
The
take
only
some time to do one.
Only problem I have with it is that I like to go to 30 every life, right?
Oh, see,
And
this would not be a
there's-
thing that I would do that. I would just go to. I'd just do a heroic life, I think.
There's only one pair of hand wraps in the game that's even really worth using at 30, and that's the Strahd hand wraps.
Sure.
So your ice skate, Sam.
Oh, I forgot him again. Dang it. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot him again. Like this, Thakar. Not like that. Did you see? You see what I did?
I know, I hear.
You're gonna just get murdered one of these days going the other way, bro. Oh, speaking of murdered.
Yeah, at some point today,
I
need
picked
to
up
do a unlock.
I picked up that soul stone. I don't see where the ghost is anymore, but I did pick up the soul stone. Oh, here we go. I'm allowed to move? Okay. I can do backflips off of the thing, but I can't move forward. Oh, where'd you go? Did you get to actually get leashed up? Like trying very hard to find you. Whatever. I'm just gonna take a stone and go this way. It'll eventually leash to us. That's how I feel at the moment. There we go. Now. Alright. Are we back to action here? I think so. No, I don't know, it sounds fun. That's the no pressure. I think that's what I need. I just need something to like recharge my batteries. No pressure, just fun. Maybe I'll grab Floor and level him up along the way. Maybe I'll send V-Love a message and have him give me his account information for heroic thing. Maybe not, I don't know. Drag the wife through. I should have taken her Sork and leveled it up with us this life, but I felt like we had plenty of pikers yesterday.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, there was me. There was you.
Hiking yesterday.
Huh?
I was hardcore hiking yesterday.
Hey, Tlab.
Yo.
If we unlock this thing first, we don't have to deal with all this trash. Which I know doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But sometimes I'm a wee babe.
Yeah, but you see, that relies on me trusting you to do the trap.
You just need 40 extra seconds.
It's not about the time. It's
Somebody would have gotten there.
trust. Trust.
Well, what is my skills at the moment when it comes to those things? With my bad gear swaps. My disable is 90 and my search is 91. I feel like we'd probably succeed.
Might be higher.
Like, considering I was doing stuff in Sharn with 4s or better at level 20.
Yeah, no, I just forgot.
I don't know, you know, a regular monk might be fine too. Like as a life in heroics. Again, going all the way to 30 is kind of lame, but
I don't know why.
it might be fine.
This is fine. Monks are good. Well, they're not good, but monks are fine.
I feel like it would be.
You
I feel like I would
should
get.
enjoy everything is nothing now while it's actually around.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna get like very excited and do something, and then I'll get stuck in the middle and it'll feel like a chore, and that's the exact opposite of what I want to do right now. Just want to play something light with no...
I know that I've got one tiefling life left after this one, and then I've got Aesir, and I already know what my Aesir lives are going to be. It's going to be Monk and then Paladin.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know, I'm just...
And both the Paladins are going to be tank builds.
I'd like to take an opportunity to get Floor back in the swing of things. And that kind of involves doing a heroic... Floor, you're not watching the stream, are you? Because that would be convenient. No, he's not. Now, I need to have a conversation with Floor about basically putting together a static-y group type thing one evening. And it might be him and the wife and as the core. And I might just take JavaBot or somebody and put him over there into that group. And that might be the kind of thing that I've been looking forward to. I don't know. Just need something. Need something to break this. I don't have time. I don't have time to be in a mood about DDO. Also, we talked to Remy yesterday. It sounds like he's still in for Dark Alliance, so I might be playing some Dark Alliance anyway.
I mean, I'd watch it. I'm not sure if I want to play it again.
Yeah, my thing is for $40, am I going to enjoy it? And I don't know. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't know how good it is or bad it is. I've heard bad things, though, so...
I've heard one really positive review, and that positive review gave it like a 7 out of 10, and that it basically it needs a lot of polish. But I'm like, doesn't every new quest need, or every new game need a bunch of polish? Yeah, thanks for letting us all come in. Anyone happen to get a gem that they're not going to use?
Nope. I got nothing.
Okay.
See you guys later.
We're going. Thanks for the help. I know. I'd really like to get to 28 today, which means I need another half a level, but we've got a little bit of time. Not a lot of time. All right. White Plume Mountain. Where were we headed before that?
I just hit 29 though, so I'm gonna throw on some big boy gear.
Is it time for you to do the hard carries for us? We were heading out to like lines of supply. What is that called? Stormhorns? Yeah, Stormhorns.
Alright, well if you want me to hard carry, you're gonna need me to you're going to need to give me a couple of minutes.
Go get started. Go get started. I need a minute to like sell, repair, and do things anyhow.
I had a phone call. Where to?
I think we're gonna head to Stormhorns, but I think it's gonna be a minute. Why we wait for Talab? Do you want to go do the third quest in the Evening Star chain? The chain 1?
Yeah.
We don't have to do it like on a Super Eye Reaper or anything. It's not a big deal. But I do need a second to sell. Oh no, I think I need one of these static group things for a life or two. Not for Samus, but for somebody else. I think that's what I need. I think that's what I've been trying to like convince myself for a little while. take the time to help some of the newer, littler players. Like, Wood, for example, has never gotten, I think, over 10. It's been a while since Floor has played in general, let alone... Oh, here. Epics, please. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Maybe I can take some of those people and get in there. What is this? Getting attacked? Raw! What's up? Are you watching the stream? You must be watching the stream, right? Are you a razor claw shifter? Are you clawing people? That's pretty sweet. I haven't seen. You could try one of these. Just send a tell directly.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, well then, if you're ready, then I guess we don't have time to do that quest, Thakar. We can just go ahead to Stormlords.
I mean, you can do it if you want. I don't care.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, is there one that we can go send you on that's really long? Yeah, you can go start the first one. You can go start the first one and wait for us. And then we can knock out this one. If I can do this one and obviously the battle for Union Star, then I can do the other ones that you need help with. I can't get to the subterranean, or not the subterranean, to those areas yet.
What's up, man?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get started on whatever that quest is called. Oh, I forgot some. Lost thread. No, that's not it. Snuggles and Cuddles with Anna. That might be it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I've done a couple of Razor Claw lives now, but I haven't done one as the Claw build. I'm afraid that it would be really not fun in Epics. Perhaps the next time I'm, I don't know. Next time I have a window.
I did all 3 razor claws.
Yeah. Like, I mean, again, I thought they were good. Like, they were fine. They just weren't... For a pay-for class, right, or iconic, they're not on the same level as some of the other ones.
I'm missing like 5 intelligence somewhere. Where am I missing like 5 intelligence?
Just gone now. I guess I've only done one Razor Claw Shifter, so I kinda would like to do another one. I'm not taking one of those things all the way to 30. Just not happening.
Yeah, I'm missing like 5 intelligence from last life.
Oh, we're too high level to do Reaper. Lame. Okay.
That's weird. I'm not sure where I'm missing this intelligence at.
Alright, well, in that case, Thuggar, we're really gonna sprint through this.
Alright, Buster, sir.
Oh no, I apparently do have 2 more. I forgot actually that I needed a couple more. UMD. Open lock. You doing a great job of standing where I'm trying to click.
Check your Buster like it.
Oh, it's all good. That slaver go. Just kill all these things. Just get it done. Get it done. It's almost 1. I'm taking off between 1 and 2 today.
So should I not do this first or what?
No, go do it.
Okay.
I just want to get through this one. You're being positive? Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. I can't believe it took me this long to get that guy killed on this setting. Feels bad. Thuggar, you picked up a key?
Yes.
Looks like it. Alright, perfect. Oh, I'm got paralyzed. Alright, pull it, Daddy-O. I think it's this one, right? And then this one. Nice, nice, nice. Not sure why I stopped to grab those scorpions. What is the nature of your magic? Well, I used to collect Pokemons, and now I don't collect Pokemons anymore. That is the nature of my magic. So, what do we think about MOBAs, chat? Do we like MOBAs? I know I used to play HOTS, and people used to enjoy that. But, I think I'm going to try this new Pokemon MOBA when it comes out. It's going to feel weird, though.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about MOBAs.
I find them a lot of fun, actually. They kind of scratch a lot of the itches that I feel like I hunt for. Like, it gives you a way to be competitive, but depending on how things are set up, it's a relatively even playing field. You know what I mean? Usually things are semi-balanced. Alright, let's go apply some Jesus beam here. So Rabblezar. Again, assuming that you're watching the chat, you might not be. You might just be sending me tells back and forth. But I feel like the shifter iconic in the claw marks, it tries to be good enough, but I think it misses. But I haven't played one at, over built that way, over level 30, or at level 30.
I think Umbrell said that it was like bad. Like he tried it was bad.
Yeah, I feel like what little bit of it I filled with, it seems pretty bad. We'll have to see. Alright, so I don't know if this is going to come across very well, but my issue is with a lot of the iconics. I guess I'll just try to boil this down into like a couple of points here. In addition to feeling like you're, in my opinion, that you're trapped into a life, right? In addition to that, which is something I have a big problem with, is, because I like to change it up, is that if you're paying for something, it should have an appropriate amount of power level appropriate to what you're paying. And I feel like pay for races and classes should be better than free races or classes, or at least on par with. And I feel like the shifter is not like that. I feel like for a long time the Shatterkai was not like that, but with this changes I'm reading on the new pass from the Shatterkai, it looks like it's getting there. Might even be there. Shatterkai might get to that point. Huh?
It's so bad.
Is it? I feel like it's going to be much closer and that they'll be viable for certain builds. But I haven't piddled with it a whole lot. So I feel like if you're paying a premium price for a build, then you should. That was a big tick. Then you should be able to get. You should expect that premium power. And I feel like that's not an unreasonable. Like, we're obviously always going to balance things together because we're humans, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to weigh things. It's part of a human nature. But it would be pretty sweet to have a bunch of this stuff be together.
That was karma right there, because I just started bad-mouthing Shatterkai's chain thing, and they're like, oh, really?
Yeah. Again,
bad, huh?
I feel like using your weapon is a big step in the right direction. It's like a three
Oh my god.
3-cycle mini cleave. That seems pretty good to me. Speaking about not having sentience applied, switch to a weapon that has sentience in it so we can at least get that boost.
Oh my god, you
Melds. We can see through melds now.
They just don't care about my meld, like at all. This giant also doesn't appear to want to activate. Huh.
Oh.
The quest bugged? The quest might be bugged.
We can try talking to the guy in the beginning again.
Let me look on the wiki because I have a feeling this might be bugged.
See if there's a known issue. You start with trackers trip or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, breakfast is definitely
Yeah, I'm not seeing
in the
anything
horizon.
about there being a known issue, but this guy is not wanting to activate it for me.
That's fine, just a minute.
He's just like standing there.
See what's the use.
Oh, there we go. That got him to activate.
Are we perma-blurred somehow? No. Why am I not seeing my blur? Oh, there's a squirrel. I was like, what is that moving? Oh, so many journal pages that I'm not picking up.
I also didn't pick them up.
Well, there's like 8 of them for 1,000 experience points or something, and at least one of them's way out of the way, I think. I'm just like, nah.
Oh, I'm super dead.
Yeah?
No, maybe not.
Super dead?
No, I thought I was paralyzed, but I'm not paralyzed anymore. But I am housebound.
Don't make me heal you for another few seconds.
This guy has got like
Alright, hang on.
approximately 1 million hit points.
I was just trying to use my epic moment.
It's got approximately 1 million hit points.
100,000.
As long as they're in the kick of, making things more equal and friendly. Definitely should lower his hit points. That's so expensive.
Thanks, buddy. Can he dance? He can't dance, right? He's red-ringed. is one a little ways ahead, I think. There's just one.
Well, I know of two. One in the very beginning, and then one there's like a cave a little further back. You throw me a D-door, I'll go use that first turn.
Okay, just a minute.
There you go.
This guy does have a couple of hit points. In the 300,000 club.
Oops.
I'm just gonna stand here and do my part, and if I get murdered, then you can res me after. How I feel right now. Finding your traps for you, buddy. Alright, the best. Alright. Nope. Hit my mail button too late.
Kinda ran out of hit points there, buddy.
Yeah, hit my mail button a second too late. Downsides of being a melee. What? Okay, that was weird.
What's that?
I apparently found some keyboard shortcut combination to bring up the DDO store, which I thought I had disconnected.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's optional. What was that one?
Is it? Button a little earlier, I guess.
What's that?
Said I guess I'll hit the mail button a little bit earlier.
Wow.
Oh boy, trap'ems. Trap'ems. Here's your shrine. Man, I said this yesterday, but I didn't do it. I think I'm gonna make sausage today. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Breakfast sausage. Yeah. I made like a spaghetti bake yesterday using uh, palm heart noodles and whatnot.
Oh.
It was fine. It wasn't great. It was fine. I kind of expected it to be more than what it was. But it didn't hit the spot that I was looking for yesterday, and I think it's because I really wanted some sausage. But everything was frozen. I didn't have any thawed sausage. So I set some out yesterday. Now sounds good. That being said, though, if I'm not going to be around this weekend, I do have a piece of salmon that needs to get cooked before it goes to waste. I don't know if my bard songs last a long time now. They used to last a long time, but I don't know what they last in Reapers now. If I could bard song those guys and they would stand there for a minute. I don't know, it's like not very long. Trying to catch you every once in a while with these heals, but you're dancing around too quick for me. Have to stay alive till Gore makes it back.
Oh, right. Hopefully now my fingers won't feel like molasses.
Yeah.
Coffee. Well, I watched you last night, and then I tried to go to bed right after, and I was up till 3.
Yeah.
So,
I came back, what, around 11-ish maybe, and did a little bit of offline stuff with the guys for an hour or so.
I didn't even see the guys behind me.
I saw you, unfortunately.
but we had that thunderstorm come through, so...
Yeah, we did too, not much after. I was out taking garbage out in the freaking craziness. Hey Melanie, how's it going? You just wonder, and I wonder what it'll say. Oh, Magister Scepter, somebody got some Sentient XP, and it was me! Hi, door? Wonder if... what's this?
Depends on how good at preserving your spell points you are. Like knowing when to let go and knowing when to, you know, preserve is really important as a caster.
Yeah, let me read this comment all together because I imagine I'm gonna go on a slight tirade. You think casters that use spell points doing DPS are good in raids. So I don't spend a lot of time in raids, specifically. But from the ones that I've been in lately, right? Hound, Vod, Shroud, that you do like on the live server, not stuff like weird oddball stuff that you do on the hardcore server, but like those kind of things. I think as a DPS caster that's fine, but you definitely want to make sure that you have the ability to slam a reasonable crowd control option, specifically like Dancing Ball in particular, or a slot or two here and there for crowd control. In a lot of the raid situations that I have experienced, I feel like they're really looking for you to primarily be crowd control first, versus DPS, and then you can DPS as a secondary nature. Oh, I apparently don't have this quest.
I pretty hard disagree with that.
Yeah, you get a lot of people asking you to be DPS in the raid
Yeah.
on
and,
casters.
Yes.
What raids is that?
Like Feywild and VOD, but then again, I'm playing an Alchemist, you know?
Right. I'm thinking more of like your Wizardy shell. Or a short shell. I don't really think of Alchemist as a caster. There.
Sure.
They're like,
Let me just pull my great sword out and start attacking. Again.
yeah, but I mean, like, you could do that, though. You could pull that off if you wanted. No, I mean, like, it's the same way, like, I don't think of, as a warlock as a caster. Like, technically they have blue bars and they do stuff. Alchemists are more of a caster in my mind, I think, than a warlock is for their, like, normal DPS or damage. But they're, in my opinion, the way that they, like, primarily built or function, that's what you do, right? It's not really.
Oh, I forgot that I needed some components.
Let's see. Apparently, I performed that really well.
Yeah, I've always had to fight at least one of them.
Good
Alright,
skills.
now we just go back and fight for a little bit.
Yeah. Alright. Get this stuff going and I'll door back to the beginning probably. Thinking about grabbing traps on the way if I have time. Alright.
The update, I'm going to be down to 4,200 now. And I've never really watched how much I spent. Some seasons, some years.
Well, I'll tell you that you are pretty good at running out of spell points over in the hardcore server. So does that help, Melanie, with your question? Do I need to go again? I know you made a comment about you're having some connection issues there. If I need to go over it again, or
Man, that building collapse is getting worse and worse. We're up to 159 unaccounted for now.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad.
It's getting worse. It started at 100.
Well, they typically don't, unless they're able to like rescue a lot of people right away. It usually doesn't go down very much. And those kind of things. Those things usually are not known for being overly easy to fix or whatever. But I guess it depends on how you start putting things in piles, right? Is the real question. So for me, a class like Alchemist, which is so much more of like a DPS-y type class, you would expect them to be in a DPS role. Not like necessarily you would on a wizard or a bard or even a lesser extent a sword, although most swords I think are more like a DPS casting build as well.
I don't know. I very rarely see someone complain about a caster doing DPS in a raid.
Yeah, but they, like, a lot of the ones that I'm thinking of in particular, they are very adamant about making sure that they have good crowd control.
Like Shroud, they don't care if you're...
Sure, not Shroud, but like Too Hot to Handle, again, Vision of Destruction.
They care about one section for crowd control.
Yeah, which is like half of the quest, though. Like half the quest, it's super important that you crowd control this one spot. Okay.
They don't care about it in Project Nemesis. They don't care about it in
There's some in Project Nemesis. Not a lot.
No. They don't care about crowd control Project Nemesis at all. I've never been in a Project Nemesis where they're like, oh god, we need a crowd control.
By crowd control, again, I'm not necessarily meaning by the, you know, like webbing everything or whatever, but like being able to control the mobs, yes. Project Nemesis. Like especially range people on the ranged guy and keeping him under control where he's at, what he's doing, so on and so forth. Like there's definitely crowd control options in there. But for that one, you do kind of like get assigned your guy, right? It's not like you're assigned 40 trash mobs. You're assigned a guy to keep track of. And that could also go to somebody who's just ranged. Like any ranged. Get back up here and slap this mine down maybe real quick. My big heal on me, so I'm good. But still a DPS caster that's worthless without pots. Again, I feel like most of the time you can live without pots. Yeah.
It's managing your spell points. That's all there is to it.
There's certainly people who are good at it, and there's certainly people who are bad at it. Apparently, I'm a person who naturally leans towards being good at it. Alright, I'm just gonna dance this guy.
You need to know the raid well enough to know where you can unload and where you can just not unload. Where you have to, you know, manage spell points. I'm gonna need a heal here.
Alright, you guys got things for a second? I'm gonna drop some more of these mines while they're busy. Why caster need to pay to be okay? I don't think that's true.
That's not true at all.
Like especially with some of the stuff that's out there, like spell singer bards are super popular. Some of the item regeneration stuff and you got to do some priorities, and you have to know. I mean, what Talab is trying to sum up as mana management is it's a bunch of things that go together that equal this idea of mana management. Like you're talking about all sorts of things, from making sure that I hit that too soon. Like your spells are set up in advance the way you need them to be. Ooh. That was good. That was good. You know, taking time to set up your mana bars, making sure that you have good rotations in place. Having lots of loading connections. Yeah. I certainly understand when your experience level is not as high. Spellcasters could feel pay to win. Alright, I'm going to do this.
Are we done here?
No, mother trucker.
Yeah, we're done.
That's funny.
What's that?
Oh, I decided the gibbers right there because I thought we had one more wave.
Well, we've got the infight.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. I expected one more wave. I would have waited if it was going to be one more. Stop dying so much. People are going to think you're me. I'm just on the off the hardcore. I'm trying to be a little bit more relaxed. And I feel like, especially pre-level 29, for me personally, melees in higher than Reaper 1s are always a challenge. Be good as a ranger or a melee, but a caster? Question mark. It's all about figuring out what you want to do and what you want to have fun as, right? I haven't done a caster life in a little bit. I did a lot of like getting ready for the hardcore and then a lot of like being on the hardcore. But if you figure out what you want to play, just play it. Figure out how to make it do what you want to do. Dang it. Like, I still think that that 18-2 wizard already with the force spell power, using the rune arms, using the being like 41 points deep in Feydark Illusionist and then being 40 some points deep in the Archmage tree, like together. Alright, I'm here, Thakar, if I can steal a heal. Thanks, buddy. Like, to me, that's the kind of DPS, like, caster. You know, I can sit there and cycle off 4 spells for years, and then I've got the crowd control that I need when I need it, and then for insta-kills, my PKDC was pretty gas. There's a couple more things that I could have done that would have made it a little better, but I think I was like at 148 or something like that on PKs with 3 PKs, 2 PKs, 2 PKs, maybe 3 PKs. I don't remember now. Yeah. So, like, that was a DPS caster, but when I needed it to be, but I also had crowd control mode and CC mode. You can do all of it at the same time. Try being a caster DPS in R10 high content raids. Yeah, see, this is where we start to get out of my wheelhouse. See, the other 2 are both up the mountain, right? So, like, most of my R10 stuff is more of 6-man things. I don't think I've done an R10 raid.
Hey, AFK.
Thakar, do you need a train ride, or are you good?
I have done these quests before, so sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the northwest camp?
North.
North camp. Winning stat parts, you go. Yeah. All those things are important. You need SP. Well, again, I've been a caster in R10 stuff that's not raids. It's certainly good to do stuff, right? Have SP. It's better to have it than not have it. Yeah, I haven't. It's like specifically R10 raids. I don't even know the last non. Just do a couple of Reaper raids here and there. Not very many at all.
There's a group on Kyber getting together for R10 raids, sign up stuff, but I don't have the resources.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a consequence for high level Reaper, right? Like there's a consequence if you want to be in the group that's out there doing R10 raids. Everybody's got extra costs and resources and stuff involved, right? It kind of sucks that as an arcane caster, one of your extra costs might be spell point costs, like taking the time is a factor on a build like that to go get all your different mana regeneration items, stuff like that. Well, thanks for hanging out, Melanie. Appreciate you spending some time and giving us a good subject to talk about, even if you can hear all of the conversation. Playback will be up on the YouTube channel though. The YouTube side might even be easier to watch, by the way. A lot of people have, because the only way that you can throttle the visual thing on the streamer point of view is once you're partnered. So until you're partnered, Twitch only sends out a certain amount, where YouTube can adjust the quality on you manually, so you can make it so it fits. Depending on what part of the conversation you want to be part of. Welcome back. We're standing in front of... I don't even know which quest this is, to be honest.
Okay, well,
Breaking the ranks.
I'm gonna buy some more components because, alchemist.
Okay, well my mana, or my XP potion wore off, so it's fine. But I suppose, though, if you wanted to do those big raids and you wanted to play a particular class or a particular role and you don't like the trade-offs on that role, I think you have to give up that role, right?
Yeah.
Find a different role or whatever that you like. It doesn't have as much of a trade-off. I mean, to be honest, though, I haven't even, busted out, a true DPS Sork or anything in a super long time. I figure I will do at least... my robot lives are probably all going to be Sork lives. And I'll try one as, a Eldritch Knight type thing, and I'll do one more as a traditional blaster. The blaster won't look as good or be as good because it'll have a paladin level in it, maybe 2, but the melee version should be pretty fire.
I did one on one of my mains before they took the boost card out. It was good. Me personally, it bores me after a while.
Yeah, no, I enjoy doing stuff like this. This will probably be the last one, by the way. I don't know. I enjoy mixing up my roles a lot. But I've mentioned this before. I have a hard time having multiple active characters at the same time. Because it's something I struggle with. I didn't used to have such a problem, but I feel like I've developed that problem more. So I need to, like I said, I think I'm going to try to put together a shorter once or twice a week, like a couple of hours here, a couple hours there, to work on more of a static-y type group. Again, I'm thinking Floor. Maybe I just need to talk to Floor, figure out what I want to do with Java, turn him into get him to level 4 or 5, and plan on helping Floor on Tuesday evenings or something. Whatever day is that Tobrel seems to always want to be raiding, which is most days, but
Yeah, same most days.
but
I
he
know
seems to.
Tobrel's big raid days are
Like-
Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah, seems like it's Tuesday and Saturday, but I'd have to talk to him about it.
Well, Wednesday is his Reaper raid day. And Saturday is also a Reaper raid day. Alright, let's go.
It's also possible that I just take one of these other Samuses and just start leveling them up. Which should also not be the worst thing in the world. Have an army of mid-level Samuses with different roles and try to get through them. Alright. Go back to this. Oh, these bombs not spawn yet? There we go. On the spell ward now. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go hunt spell wards in a minute.
Can you get the one that's in the...
Both of these are done. I think there might be one more on the far end, but
I just got...
you got hit as I was doing the last time.
Alright.
So I think there's one more on the exits. I'm dotted by that champ. Or Thokar can just find the spell ward by
They,
putting his
they keep
face.
spawning and coming right for me. They want to hit. It's quite a few years.
Well, and I had put my big heal on Tlab when he went down. So why don't you... I was going to say let me gather stuff, but... Yeah, bring stuff to me and I will see what I can gas around and you can go get Tlab.
I'm ready for this. Dude.
Kaboom! Kaboom! I'm ready to res as well. Thank you. All right. So, alright, this isn't the hardcore server anymore. Thakar can no longer use me as a wall. I saw you. I saw you trying to put my head between the pin pricks. Alright, keep an eye on Tlab. I'm going to invis around and get these traps.
Did you know if you click on the shrine as it disappears, they won't let you get out?
Yes. It'll do weird things sometimes. What? Oh, there's some down here too. Okay, there's some over here too. Oh, alright. I'm coming. Alright. Where's your dead body, Thakar?
Where the shrine disappeared?
Where the shrine disappeared. Alright. Aha.
I'm gonna need that shrine. I usually try not to do the shrine, but I'm gonna need it.
Wow. Alright.
Really good placement on energy burst. That's great.
Go ahead and back up a little bit further around this corner. Come inside the little cubby for a minute. Alright, this will work. You guys. Kill your friends. No? You guys don't want to kill your friends? See, my DCs are pretty bad. Alright. Speaking of bad, let's get Thought back up. You ready? You should be.
Yep.
Don't act like I'm supposed to be surprised by, or not surprised by you're ready to go. Come on.
Oh, it's the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon's hitting for like 500 or 600 a cold thing. Perfect. Now I can go back to reading memes on the internet. Alright. I'm livable. Wow, I feel like we're struggle busting on this one a little bit, kids. Alright. Okay. While things are back to being stable on to lab. Let's see if I can't get the rest of these.
We need some DPS in here.
Yeah, just run them around for a second.
We don't
Let me-
have any DPS in here at all.
Yeah. So give me a minute to finish getting these traps, and I'll see if I can't focus in on killing trash. We're just gonna have to put them in a place where I can do it. Well,
Trying it? Really?
no, more trash. And I found multiple Reapers apparently in this particular wave of trash.
That is the Sam's way.
I know.
And of course, one of them is a Fear Reaper.
I'm trying to deal with it first. On the flip side, there's like 3 souls in here.
I need a heal. Okay.
Probably ain't gonna get one.
Well, I've not been getting a heal request.
I'm trying. Our healer is very dead as well. Okay. Alright. I currently have all the aggro, is that correct?
I
Seems
believe
like
so.
Okay. Just take a minute, get Talab back up on his feet. I can kite these things around for a minute.
Here. Other way. He's got something on him.
Alright. Get back in here then.
That gave me a couple of spell points.
Well, there's, like I said, there was 4
I got him.
things.
I got him.
Alright. Triple Reaper this time. One of them is a fear at the back.
I know it. MS.
This is just questing. I don't understand what you guys are complaining about. It's how quests work. I didn't put them in a pile for you. Alright. Are you ready for a res? Should be. Alright.
Oh my god, really? Great.
That's shot by an archer somewhere.
I'm just not gonna get the shrine, I'm thinking.
It doesn't go away till you ring the bell, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nope.
Nope.
Definitely went away.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do, got no spell points. Be really good about just gathering everything up and
I'm trying. Got knocked down. I also feel like I should be able to land a freaking charm every once in a while. My saves are not great, but... Oh, I'm helpless. Okay, apparently I got kicked in the teeth for a shit ton of wisdom damage. I'm coming back around towards you, Gokar. I can get a...
here in that pack there.
Okay. Okay, where do we want to put them together?
Where?
Alright, let's...
I've got so few spell points that...
Yeah, let's, Thakar, come inside this hole. Or, I guess right there is probably fine. I'll stand here. Kind of creep up on him. Never mind. Never mind.
Did you get the res?
No. No, I've got 15 seconds still. I can gibbers at some point, though, too.
I have one as well.
So I can gibbers and I can throw a res on Thakar, and then hopefully that'll give me a minute with all the aggro, and Thakar can res Talion. Alright.
So come to the corner because I can't reach it. I came out to res this one.
Hold on, back on timer again.
Okay. Oh, I could try that actually. That might buy us a moment. Let's see if I have time. It's gonna be close. There we go.
Alright.
Alright. Some of the giants are danced. It's not gonna last forever.
No, they're already broke.
Well, a couple of them up on the hill are fine still. Alright. Ready for res.
How many spell point items left?
Okay. Alright, Thakar. I'm gonna try to creep back out here again and kill these bad things. ready. Give me something there, guy. Okay. There's a famine back here on his way in. Another pile of garbage in here. Alright. I songed a whole bunch of things, so hopefully they'll at least don't stand still. I'm gonna move back to you now, Thakar. Use my thing. Okay. Re-sing to this mess. Okay.
See, one of them was on the soul. At least one of them. Knock me down.
Yeah, some of these guys have a few more hit points than they need.
Oh my god, there's like infinite knockdowns here.
Yeah, I'm trying to dance every time I get a chance, but it's just not enough.
Well, we need to focus on the big guy. These are infinite spawns.
I don't know about you, but I cannot stand against all of them tripping at once. Like, I can focus on the big guy if we take a second. There's a shrine window if you want to go shrine.
Lana.
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 Lana! Hey, Voodoo.
Danger zone.
Thanks for the raid, buddy. Kind of getting ready for the big log off myself, but continue to bang our head against the wall here. How was your stream, bud? Hopefully pretty good. We're at that uncomfortable stage, in my opinion, where we're 28, so we don't have gear that we need to, like, push into what we're doing. But we're also at the point where we should be able to contribute a little bit more than, like the getting pulled along that we do sometimes. Oh, it's a one-time use shrine. All right. Spend an hour on my butt here, apparently. Boss died. Caster boss, half dead. Feel like we're not in that bad a shape, except for mana. this guy's about to die. That leads to the same room.
Yeah.
Okay. Big song moment. Let's go. You got your res under control yet, Slab?
Is the shrine stay there now, right?
Yeah, it's here.
Alright, get your chest and get out.
I'm just checking for my fragmentes. I done looted all the rest of that stuff.
It's excellent. Thank you very much for that. And Heartseed, so TR. So you're going to PTR Samuels?
Yeah, that's probably the plan. This life, ETR, and then try to get 2 in. Again, get back in the habit, get back in the rotation. So, Voodoo streamers and everybody else, what do you guys got on tap for today? Because I was leaning towards getting breakfast. But you know, I had planned to call it a stream here. We could do one more since Voodoo threw us a big old raid.
Oh, okay. I gotta repair everything.
Yeah, feel the same. Go sell a whole bunch of stuff. Plus, I want to take level 29. And then I should take a bunch of time and upgrade my gear, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. But we'll see. Depends on what quest Talab wants to do.
Nah, I think I needed to go take a nap and eat some lunch.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'm exhausted right now.
Art of Paul, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Fat Halfling.
I woke up at like 3 this morning and could not go back to sleep, so.
Appreciate the Gary.
Yep, have a good one. Thanks for trying to keep people alive. Dire Charge. That is a feat. I also really like this Arcane Warrior feat, though. I know a lot of people are not as big a fan as I am, but I really like it. It really depends on how much you're actually going to throw your offensive spells. If you're good at it, then and you can work it in pretty naturally, then I think it's probably really good. I do cast a lot of natural spells. I think I'm going to take it.
I forgot that I had a saga I forgot to pick up earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I forgot that I had done Feywild.
Yeah, I haven't done Feywild yet this life either. That'll be good. Alright, well then let's just spend the next little bit of time trying to figure out some gear then. And we'll probably call it probably a weekend, to be honest. Probably won't be back until Monday. There's a slight chance that we'll do something on Sunday morning, but it's pretty little.
Oh man, that got me real close to level.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like 18,000 away from level.
How do we gear out a bard? A melee bard?
No idea, man.
Like, we can keep doing the enforcers stuff, which is easy. Alright, like we've got that, and we have the gloves.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, have a good one. Get to sleep. the other part of this thing? It's this necklace, right? Yeah, okay. So we pretend that we wear that stuff. This stuff's pretty easy. Pretty easy to do, I think. See if we can find any part of anything. There's a fly on my knee. There's our hammer fist. Goggles, goggles, goggles. We're probably going to need this bell of warding. That's our big charisma item. I feel like we always want a 4-piece winter item. Or a 4-piece winter if we can work it in, which we should be able to. So there's a 3-piece set. I feel like we should have a version of this that's a little bit more Samusy. There it is. Okay. This isn't what we wanted anyway. Alright. So we make this swap. That seems like a straightforward, pretty easy swap. Right. If we have this as our charisma item, then this gives us 1, 2, 3. Is this charisma still doing stuff? Insightful charisma. We should be able to have a insightful charisma 5 someplace. This charisma is not doing anything. Okay. So we make those quick changes, and those quick changes make life a little bit easier. Because I imagine we're gonna put these boots on. Seems like a simple no-brainer. Is one of the winter rings good for us? I don't think so, right? Crown of Snow is okay though. That seems like an easy one to slide in. I don't have a Cloak of Winter yet on this build, or that would be an easy one on this server. I have one on the hardcore server, but not over here. So we need winter bracers, cloak, goggles, or a ring. Don't remember what all we have for. Do we have a different? This might not be the worst. The legendary precision goggles. I don't think that's as good as what we need it to be, but it's certainly a life that we could consider using it at least. Chat are you? You're an autumn hat. You could use a big sword. That's the big. It's like the big change, right? So we get to put the big sword in our hand. We get to put on our flow, which is currently set up for 3 1 against many and 2 next fall. Okay. Seems like an odd one, but I probably had a plan. All these feel like not what we're looking for. These are the spring bracers. I don't think we have the winter bracers on this, again, on this server. A lot of the Feywild stuff we just have on the other server. We don't have over here. Alright, so this one's set up for reasonable things. That's okay. Legendary band of useful commands. I feel like we have a big this ring, the Ring of Power. I don't see it. The Ring of Prowess. That must be what I'm thinking of. I feel like it's hard to not wear these bracers. We may not have room for a 4-piece winter set. Winter belt. This belt is fine. Oh, we gotta wear this cloak, right? Cloak is pretty much everything we need it to be. So right now we don't have... I'm pretty sure we have a bigger pair of those somewhere. So right now we're 3 pieces, so we need 1 more piece. Our 1 more piece is really our goggle slot. That does not seem very right, does it? That's what the wiki says. I'm not an expert at gearing post level 20. So pardon me, I'm still working on stuff. Can I group by type, please? Or item? No, type. Group by type. And we're looking for goggles. Goggles. Alright. Goggles. Are there just no goggles? No new goggles. Okay. So which of these slots can we give up and turn into a winter item? I have a Ring of Falls Decay. Which is autumn anyway, that doesn't matter. Summer's Heat. It's probably what we're going to carry around as our switch item. I would presume. This is an artifact, right? It's not. We're not wearing an artifact at all. Okay, well that changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Doesn't that help? I thought this trinket was an artifact. Alright, we currently don't have an artifact on at all. That does not seem like what we're looking for. This would be okay, not great. If we're willing to give up one wisdom and a bunch of sonic and lore and stuff, yeah, probably not. Okay. Let's put on a pair of collective sights. No. Alright, let's do this. Let's figure out what the winter sets items are. Let's look at it a little bit differently than we normally would, shall we? Alright, there's a cloak, there's the Prince's Gauntlet, there's the Crown of Snow, the necklace, the Nocturne Ring, the Winter's Chill Ring, which the Winter's Chill Ring might be okay for us. Not really. A little bit of Impulse. Maybe this glaciation does stuff. All right. I don't think we have that one. I don't recognize that icon. Then there's a raid. There's a shield. There's a orb, and there's a rune orb. So, literally, for us to make this work, we would need to slide in something else. These bracers, probably. The adamantine bracers. And that's really bad. So it would have to be the cold iron bracers, which comes from the one quest, Immortality Lessons, and I haven't got a pair of those yet. They would actually go really well here, I think. Alright, so what else do we... Is a 3-piece winter worth anything? A little bit, but not a lot. Again, we're not wearing an artifact at all, so we should look at our different artifacts too. These are probably fine. I don't know. Okay, let's start just digging out our artifacts. This is definitely an artifact we can definitely not wear. It's another artifact that we definitely cannot wear. Unless we give up. Maybe we give up on this set actually. Maybe we just go, I don't know, 15% to double strike seems pretty good. What do we get out of all this winter? If we were to go, not a lot. It's more of the tank stuff. But we have a winter / autumn belt. Maybe we 4-piece winter and 5-piece autumn. I don't think we can do that either. I don't know. What is... It's another artifact. Bluff. It's a necklace slot though. It's so hard for us to fit a necklace into so many things. Now, we can put this ring or this belt back on. It's basically a not that big of a loss for us, I don't think. We'll gain a bunch of intelligence. We'll lose some insightful sheltering. Looks like some MMR and PRR. But that gives us our Imperial and our Master's Gift. It's probably fine. Maybe we just give up on a 4-piece winter. There's got to be another place to cram in a 4-piece winter, though. That makes sense. Like another ring or something that makes sense. It really would be easiest on these bracers, I think. If there was like an artifact goggle that made sense, that would be fine too. I don't think we need to worry about that. There's a lot of times I wear this ring. It's possible that we wear this instead of this. Alright, so this gives Profane Spell Focus. This gives Deadly Accuracy Melee Power. And this ring gives... Yeah, maybe we have a variety of rings. We try them. I suspect that I'm going to prefer this one over that one. And then again, I have the feeling we're just going to put on these Legendary Precision lenses. Artifact are you? A Necklace, Charisma, Quality Spell Focus Mastery. Yeah, this one would be good too, except again, it's hard to replace the necklace. I might look around and see if I can find a better like weird gear set over the weekend. See if we can't find something that makes a little bit more sense. This is a good goggle too. I like that for now. See, these are the strength artifact. These are gloves, obviously. They're wisdom artifact. Yeah, what's our charisma? Charisma's only 90. That seems super low. But we probably don't have any like big charisma things put together. Alright, let's take a look. So this is 22 charisma. Sorry, 20 charisma. 22 with the festival. This is insightful 9. This gives our +1. Right? Yeah. So what we're missing is that bonus. Which this is actually, oh no, this is that bonus. So that's our profane all-rounded. Regular charisma, insightful charisma. This is only insightful 9 instead of 10. Insightful spell focus mastery 4. Yeah, it's probably not worth this extra 4. I mean, if we're not getting the other bonus, so what else do we have? We have Strength, Deadly, Stunning, Seeker 19. We don't have any Seeker currently in our build. I don't think. What does the Autumn stuff look like? Autumn is spell power, spell crit chance, spell points. So what does the Autumn stuff look like? Are we better off cramming in an Autumn? I mean, we're probably not gonna switch these boots out, right? I mean, it's not the biggest change from here to here. It's 200. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Alright, our damage is 165. No change on that? Okay. So we could lose a charisma, pick up a trinket slot, and then was one of these trinkets like a charisma thing that we don't have? So I feel like that's what we're missing. We're missing the 5 charisma from like here, quality. That's not the right ones. This has got our Festival 2 in it, right? Yeah, it's got our Festival 2 in it. So yeah, we put Festival 2 in this, and we're up 2 more even. The real question is, are we going to keep this? Probably. We're just not doing that much with Sonic Spell Power, otherwise I think it'd be a slam dunk. This is a regular jeweler's kit, I think so, right? See, there's a menu for that, but there's not a menu for please delete this thing forever. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a mistake. Alright. So where do you want to put this +2 charisma? Like, where's that a thing that's going to be... I guess I could go in this. It's pretty consistent. It would go there. Alright. So that should be 94. Which is probably about as good as it's going to get, considering we don't have lots and lots of augments floating around. So we don't have our full next fall going. If we have one more next fall, we could have a little bit more trip. Alright, what is this set up with? This is set up with the Eye of the Beholder things. Let's look at it. Yeah. Eye of the Beholder, Inevitable Grave, 1 against many, and more intelligence. And that's a 2-piece Notable Grave. Does that do anything for us? 10 universal spell power. Okay, so it does a little bit. The 1 against many probably has to do with this, right? Yeah, it's giving us our 4-piece. See if we have any of this stuff that we can upgrade. Nothing that's jumping out at me here. And we just don't have that much in the way of like exciting rares right now either over here. There's a bunch of interesting rares on the hardcore, but again, a lot of stuff this year on the hardcore, I think, for me. So really the real question is, do we want to do something against this, with this 1 against many critical confirmation? But I'm not seeing much else. It's possible that I want to set up my melee weapon to actually be Nistles. Wow, Beast Mantle. Those Beast Mantle dudes. Anyone remember? I feel like Beast Mantle's a good one. Beast Mantle is an extra d6, 46 of slashing damage, fort bypass, some natural armor. It's alright. I don't know. I think I'm going to let this go. I'm going to go to the restroom. My eyeballs are starting to float, and I'm hungry as shite. So, with that, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's my wedding anniversary, 22 years tomorrow. Can you imagine? 22 years. So, I will probably not be around much this weekend, but I will try to be back definitely on Monday. We may come back with a different game. We might come back with this. We might come back with a different plan altogether. I'm going to send out some messages and see what I can figure out. Thanks very much for hanging out today. Voodoo, thanks very much for the raid. Those of you who are new follows, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Those of you who subscribed, I appreciate you as well. And in fact, you guys are probably the most important new subscribers. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Check us out over on our YouTube channel. And working slowly on building that out. If you'd like to help us out financially, patreon.com/Samus is the best way to do that. And I'll see you guys before we know it. Thanks for watching.